dual beam CRO. So so we have two types of CROs. One is a dual trace CRO, and the next one is a dual beam CRO. Dual beam means you have two electron beams coming through two electron guns, and it will produce two electron beams. Here in dual trace CRO, you have only single electron beam. Okay, single electron beam is given to either vertical or a vertical amplifier. Okay, so how it is will be given, we will see here. So coming to the construction, so construction and working with block diagram. So it consists of two channels, channel A and channel B. Okay, so channel A and channel B, these are the two signals we want to compare, or we want to see these two signals. So this is given to the attenuator or a preamplifier. So what the attenuator will do? Attenuator will so previously we have seen the probes. Okay, so probe concept. So it will attenuate some high frequency or high voltage signals. Preamplifier means it will amplify the given signal. It will amplify the signal, and it is given through the delay line. And here this is a electronic switch. This is the main component we should observe. This will decide either to connect this electronic switch to channel A or channel B. Okay, so this electronic switch is connected to either channel A or channel B will be decided by this external trigger line. Okay, so when it is connected to here, this is S2. It is connected to A, channel A is selected. When it is connected to B, channel B is switch is connected to channel B. Okay, see here there are two separate identical vertical input channels are there. These channels are separate attenuators and electronic preamplifiers. Uh, so that means amplitude of each and every signal can be individually adjusted. So that's why it consists of a separate attenuator and preamplifier. Mm, so the output of this attenuator or preamplifier is given to the delay circuit, delay line A and delay line A and delay line B, and it is given to the electronic switch. Okay, so it is given to the electronic switch via DLI line. Okay, this is a trigger selector. This is a trigger circuit, trigger selector. So this will allow the circuit to be triggered either A or B. So this will be selected to either A, channel A selected. When it is selected to B, channel B is selected. Okay, this is the overall construction and block diagram of dual trace CRO. And coming to the dual trace CRO, this is operating in XY mode. Okay, so XY mode means, as I told you, CRO is operating in two modes. One is YT mode and the next one is XT mode. YT mode means Y signal is unknown and X signal is a time-based signal. And in XY mode, X signal is unknown and Y signal is known. One signal is unknown signal, and another signal is known signal. Okay, so channel A is a vertical signal while channel B is a horizontal signal. So it is channel A is a vertical signal and it is given to the vertical deflection plates, and channel B is a horizontal signal that is given to the horizontal deflection plate. So here we can see the XY mode through the Lissajous figures. Okay, so as you know this Lissajous figures, so we can find out the XY mode in Lissajous figures. So operating modes in dual trace, there are two operating modes. It will be operating in two modes. One is alternate mode and next one is chop mode. So how we will select this alternate mode which is chop mode means, in this CRO there will be one button. Okay, so chop button will be there. When you press this chop button, it will be operating in alternate mode. When you release this chop button, it will be operating in chop mode. Okay, so these are the two modes it is operating. So same thing, dual trace oscilloscope. These are the two waves. Suppose uh, if you want to compare these two beams, two electronic beams, we can use this dual trace oscilloscope. So what the dual trace oscilloscope will do? It will split the electron beam into two. Okay. So by electronic switch, it will be connected to either channel A or channel B. Okay. So example, we can compare the input and output voltage of an amplifier. If I want to compare the input and output voltage of an amplifier, we can use this electron dual trace oscilloscope. So as you know, it is operating in two modes, alternate mode and chopped mode. So this is the block diagram. So this is the triggering circuit. Okay, so this is the triggering circuit, and channel A is given to vertical amplifier and through the vertical deflection plate, and channel B is given to the horizontal amplifier and horizontal through the horizontal deflection plate. So come on to the alternate mode. Okay, so if you see the alternative mode, the switching rate of electronic switch is synchronized with the sweep rate. So you have the sweep generator. No? So this sweep generator will generate the ramp or sweep signal. So this electronic switch, our electronic switch is there. This is synchronized with the sweep generator. Okay. So whatever the sweep rate is there. So if you see, so this is a sweep. This is a ramp waveform. So at channel A, uh, so channel A is selected at first sweep, and channel B is selected at the second sweep. Okay. So this will be repeated. Again, channel A is selected at the third sweep. Okay, like that. So alternatively, channel A and channel B will be selected with synchronized with the sweep rate. That is nothing but the alternate. So same thing. In this mode, the electronic switch feeds each signal alternatively to the vertical amplifier. Firstly, the input A is displayed. So whatever the input is there, that will be displayed. Then oscilloscope will trigger and display B input and different positions of oscilloscope. Okay. So here electronic switch is there. No, it will add the DC component. So we can alternately display first half and second half of the screen. Okay. So this is about the alternate mode. So if you see the advantages, it is more common and less costly method. Disadvantages, a display not actually a represent. Suppose if it is a non-cyclic signals are there. So non-cyclic signals are not displayed by using this alternate mode. Coming to the chop mode, in this mode the electronic switch is free running at the rate of 100 kilohertz to 500 kilohertz and independent of frequency of sweep generator. Previously, the alternate mode is depending on the sweep generator, so it will be synchronized with the sweep waveform. Here, it is independent of sweep generator. So what happens? It is so it will be switched at a rate of 100 kilohertz to 500 kilohertz. Okay. So our electronic switch is there, no, that is successfully connected to small segments of channels. So there are small segments of channels. During the small signals, channel A is selected and channel B is selected. Alternatively, channel A, channel B is selected between this sweep circuit. Okay. So the time period is 1 microsecond. So between the time period between the each channel, channel A and channel B. So between the 1 microseconds, it will be switched between channel A and channel B. Okay. This waveform shows that so this waveform shows the chop mode. So same thing. This mode switch from one vertical channel to other in such a rapid rate. The display is created from small segment to actual waveform. So the display is created with small segments and it will be create an actual waveform. So electronic switch is free running at a rate of 100 to 500. So this is the switching rate, 100 to 500 kilohertz, and it is independent of frequency of sweep generator. So in chop mode, it is independent of the sweep generator. Chop frequency. So this mode is more suitable for low frequencies. So for low frequencies, it is more useful. Mm. So how these waveforms are created means internally there will be a free running oscillator. Okay. So free running oscillators are used to control the position of electron switch. So channel A is displayed for short time, then channel B. Okay. So if you consider the XY mode, so here XY mode is nothing but we call as a plus B mode. So channel A is connected to vertical amplifier and the channel B is connected to horizontal amplifier. So A plus B means we can display a single waveform is displayed. Channel A is connected to vertical amplifier and channel B is connected to horizontal amplifier. So that A plus B mode means so we can display with the A plus B mode in XY mode, we can display the single waveform. So if you see the Lissajous figures, this is the phase shift XY ratio. So X and Y ratio frequencies. Suppose if X and Y frequencies are both are same, okay. So these are the Lissajous patterns. Suppose phase shift is with in 0 degrees, it will make an angle of 45 degrees towards right, okay. If it is phase shift is 45 degrees, it will be like a ellipse towards right. It makes an ellipse towards right. And if it is a 90 degrees phase shift, it is a circle, okay. And from 180 to 270, it will be reverse of this one. So here, in if it is 180, it will be displayed towards left with 45 degrees angle, and if it is 270, it is a circle, okay. So like this, again 360 and 0 degrees both are same. Again, it will be making an angle of 45 degrees. Suppose if it is 1:2, 1:2 means frequency of y uh, is twice that of frequency of x. So when frequency of y is twice that of frequency of x, then we can call that as a 1:2. So when it is 1:2, so if you draw horizontal line and vertical line, so if you count the number of lobes, you will get two lobes here. See here. If you draw horizontal and vertical line, you will get two lobes. And here also you will get two lobes. Here also you will get two lobes. That shows that frequency of y is twice that of frequency of x. Okay. And next 1:3 is there. 1:3 means frequency of y is thrice that of frequency of x. So when frequency of y is thrice, so what happens? So what happens? It will you so when you draw a horizontal and vertical line, you will get in the three lobes. See here, getting the three lobes. And 1:4 means you are getting four lobes. Frequency of y is four times of frequency of x means you are getting the four lobes. So till now we have seen the two modes, alternate mode and chop mode, and we need to know about the so the main important part in this um, dual trace oscilloscope is electronic switch. So this electronic switch is the main important component. So now we are going to study about the block diagram of electronic switch, how it is operated, and circuit diagram of electronic switch. Okay, circuit diagram of electronic switch. Okay. So if you see the block diagram of electronic switch, so this is a channel A and channel B, and it is given through the resistors R1 and R2. Okay, this R1 and R2 are nothing but gain control. Okay, in order to adjust the amplitude, we are using R1 and R2. Okay, and you have gate 1 and gate 2, and this is the position control. That means if you want to adjust the amplitude to so there is a square wave generator. Square wave generator will generate the pulse. Okay. So the square wave signal makes only one gate to pass the signal at a time. So that means the square wave is there. No? Suppose square wave when it is one, this gate one is activated and this channel A signal will be passed through vertical amplifier. Suppose the square wave signal is 0. Okay. So this gate 2 is activated and channel B signal will be passed through this vertical amplifier. Okay. So that means either it is one, only one signal is given to the vertical amplifier. Either it is 1 or 0. At a time, only one signal is connected to the vertical amplifier. Okay. But two channels feed to same vertical amplifier alternatively to the gate. Two channels are feed to the vertical amplifier. So as I told you, to control the adjust to control or adjust the amplitude, we are using R1 and R2, and position control, for the position control we are using this. This is the position of the waveform, either top, down, or left. Sorry, or, top or bottom or center. For the position control, we are using this resistance. Suppose see here. Suppose so this square wave generator is generating a square wave. So what happens when A is 1? Okay, A is 1 means what? Channel A is selected, and channel A is selected, and gate 1 is activated, and channel A is passed through the vertical amplifier. Okay, so when B is 0, so that means when A is 1, channel A is selected, gate 2 is not selected. So gate 2 is not selected means the signal will not pass through the vertical amplifier. When B is 0, gate 1 is not selected and gate 2 is selected, channel B is passed through the vertical amplifier. Okay, similarly again A is 1 means this one is selected and this one is not selected, and this is given to the alternatively A and B are selected. Okay, so alternatively it will switch from channel A and channel B. Okay, the square wave signal make only one gate to pass the signal at a time. So the square wave will make only one signal to pass at a time, but two channels are fed to, so same thing. So same as I explained in the previous slide, same thing. But here the operation you need to identify here. When A is 1, channel A is selected and gate 1 is activated and it is connected to the vertical amplifier, and gate 2 is not selected. When B is 0, channel B is not selected, and channel A is not selected, channel B is selected, and gate 2 is connected and it is connected to the vertical amplifier. So this is the circuit diagram. So circuit diagram, in this circuit diagram, we have 4 transistors: Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Okay. So Q1, Q2 are nothing but the amplifiers. So amplifiers means these are always operating in active region. Okay, these two are operating in active region. Q3 and Q4 are nothing but these two transistors will be operating in cutoff or saturation region. That means these will be like these two operating as a switch. Okay. Square wave generator makes Q3 and Q4 on off. So here square wave is connected to Q3 and Q4. So that means when input is 1, 1 is connected to Q1, input 2 is connected to Q2. Okay, so when Q3 is on input 1, so that means here square wave is connected to Q3, no? So when square wave is 1, so see here, so when it is A is 1, so A is 1 means what? These are anyway amplifiers. Q3 on, Q4 off. Okay, so Q3 on, Q4 off means the signal will be not transmitted to the vertical amplifier. Only channel A signal will be transmitted to the vertical amplifier. Okay, suppose if it is when the signal is 0, so what happens? Q3 is off and Q4 will be on. So the signal will be not transmitted. The signal will be transmitted to the vertical amplifier. Okay, so like that alternatively the switch is connected to channel A and channel B. Okay, whereas R5 is nothing but the position control. This is for adjusting the position. We can use this R5. So this is about the, so see here. So when it is 1, what happens? Q3 is on, Q4 is here. When it is 1, Q3 is on, Q4 is off. So this Q3 and Q3 is on, Q4 is off. This is 1 and this is 0. So signal will be transmitted from channel 1 to channel 1 to vertical amplifier. Okay, and next, in this situation, suppose when it is 0, what happens? Q3 is off and Q4 is on. So Q4 is on means the signal is transmitted through the channel B. Okay, so signal is not transmitted to channel A. At a time, only one channel is connected to the vertical amplifier. That will be decided by the our electronic switch. So this is one of the important topic, electron switch. Have you understood about the topic? About the dual trace oscilloscope. Anyone, please respond. Any
Yes, sir.
doubt in the dual trace oscilloscope? Okay. So tomorrow we will discuss about the some more special type of oscilloscope. Okay. So I will take the attendance. Eighteen batch 407.
Yes, sir.
18 batch 420.
Present, sir.
Okay, those who said the attendance, they can leave the class.
20 present, sir.
18 batch 421.
Present, sir.
18 batch 425.
Yes, sir.
27.
Present, sir.
40.
Present, sir.
41.
Present, sir.
46.
Present, sir.
55.
Present, sir.
60.
Present, sir.
54. Okay. 19
409.
batch 401.
Present, sir.
3. 4. 3. Okay. 4.
అయితే మేడం ఒక స్మాల్ పనిచేయడం మేడం ఒక లీవ్ లెటర్ రాసేసి ఇంకా ఇంకా నాతో పాటు
Okay, leave that.
అది కూడా అటాచ్ చేసి నాకు మెయిల్ చేయాలి.
Sir, 9 present, sir. 409.
ఎగ్జామ్